She's like listening to my BBs. It's not like I tell you kids.
Anybody have coffee on the Keurig?
They gave him magnesium first and then fluids and some other electrolytes, and it only took a couple days, but he finally kind of got back to normal and no heart attack, and his heart looked
Good
really
morning.
good. And then the night of the.
Oh, you're
This is
awesome.
the
Yes.
one,
Thank you. 2 seconds.
His brothers had died.
Ice cream
Well, if I'm
vanilla.
too slow one, and I said, how do I get them to, can I fast forward?
Had to get family things to do, and
Oh, I don't know, right here.
his wife was
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant fast forward in the song, not skip it.
I'm choosing vanilla cherry.
29,
Well,
23.
if it's vanilla, that's fine. Yeah, you can do absolutely nothing, but that's fine. We'll do it. Thank you. Yeah.
Janice, probably 2013 to 2017.
Alicia!
Okay, there you go. Good memory. Like, recognize your name when you said it. So, I'm gonna get that to me from my door.
What? I don't get to be a part? Grab some breakfast.
You want me to skip it? I started it, Joe. Got another one. I'm really getting sad. Oh, good one.
Linda likes this one, don't you? Are you making smoothies? I'm gonna have one. I got like my stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't bring like all the stuff. I just put it like a thing for like. I was gonna say don't send a non-milk person. 3 times in one day.
How much?
Okay. And I was not hungry. Hey, well, he has us to eat 4 of them in a day. They're like this big, and they're called Beneful. And there's but they like. I will. I'll email it tonight. I got it all put
Are you gonna grab some breakfast? Some cinnamon roll French toast? I know, in the mornings. Ease into it. It's your appetizer.
I was gonna ask no, I don't have to take them. Okay. I'll probably hire them for the office and then just make sure we just throw them in the bucket. Oh, you're gonna do the gratitude. Oh, I know. Don't bring it back to the Yes, you do. You do. That's why I like. Oh, probably you need. Actually, the best part is on here, you're not in front of the camera. You're on the back side. They sent me a picture of the living room. There's the fireplace.
I like that.
See them like moving floors and What?
Whoa, front row.
Wow. You notice?
Matching?
Yeah.
I forgot mine.
We got Amy back
Oh
there
yeah,
too.
Amy's watching.
Yeah.
Another
Must be
one.
the cool thing today.
Well, look at, we're in like the all black tier, literally.
Wow.
My white boots, they have a hole in the bottom, so I couldn't wear them.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
There's no rain today.
yeah. Check the forecast. It's actually probably bad for my back.
is today the day we're starting to go funny?
Close up, Peter. Yeah, Peter's right up in the camera.
Look at that.
Get your head.
Close up. You know, like I said, I want
So we can do the gallery.
Oh, yeah, I even got the
Yeah.
president up here.
And there might be a way there.
Well, look at these fellas coming to the front row. Oh, you're just coming to visit? Oh, front row.
No,
Look
look
at this. Look at you guys switching it up.
Thank you for saving it for me.
I like
We're
this.
starting a new trend.
It's a good trend.
It's 9:33. Grab some breakfast, everyone. Kathy brought breakfast in, so please eat it.
It's sore. It's okay. No. Yeah.
Oh,
Said that.
Is it like
Sort of. We burn it.
I think we're kicking off with that.
why did you do that one? I didn't say cut. So now when I
Yeah, they cut, they burn, they
now
cut,
when I
they
do
burn.
when I can.
Get a white spot.
So it doesn't go to the sun.
Mary's like,
Just kidding, I don't know. Like for the last 2 seconds.
All right, we're gonna get started here in a second.
Are we ready? We still got a few seats right up here in the front row. Anybody who's interested?
oh no.
Is Isaac right here?
Yeah, we got Peter and we got 2 open seats in the front row. Jeannie, you working your way up to the front row? Nice. I love it.
You get to sit right up in front.
All right.
That's what day it is.
Be-
That was my version of Spotify.
James'
I
birthday.
didn't get to make my own mix yet, but at least I learned how to use Spotify.
Make sure to grab some breakfast too, even if you need to get up during the meeting. Kathy, our special guest today, brought it in, so thank you, Kathy.
Homemade breakfast.
Yeah,
Thank you.
homemade.
Wow.
So definitely get on it. Cinnamon roll French toast, is that what it is? Yep. So.
Right? So we are way better than elementary school. is what we've come to conclusions.
I love it. All right, I'm gonna try to hit this.
Time will tell.
Oh, I think I'm already recording, but let me just confirm. We're good. All righty. And now I'm at the end. Whoops. There we go. Now the arrows are back. Oh, you know, it's never an easy day for us.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for all being here in the office and on Zoom. And today, of course, is Gratitude Tuesday. I know everybody's grateful or thankful for somebody or something. It can be personal or work-related, whatever. And who's going to start us off? Somebody here in the room.
Who's gonna kick us off with Gratitude Tuesday?
Come on.
Oh, Isaac.
Yep.
Not business, but I'm super grateful that our family had a tragedy last week and we were able to get all the cousins back together. We haven't seen each other in a couple of years. Be able to hug, lean in for a hug and stuff like that. Super grateful for that. And then also Easter Sunday. congregation, the sanctuary was full. And we saw people we hadn't seen in
Oh, yeah.
3 years. And
Awesome.
so being able to
Good
lean in and give
feeling.
a hug, lots of hugs this weekend.
Oh, yay.
So very grateful for that.
That's awesome. Amy?
All right, I'm gonna go. So in this business, you gotta have a team you can count on. And right now, my go-to team is Raina and Shannon. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for everything that you do. Seriously, like they make it so much easier, and I know I can count on them and ask questions and get a hold of them. So thank you. You two.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Love it.
Awesome. Anybody else here in the room? Oh, on Zoom.
Oh, I think he said
Oh,
thanks, Amy.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anybody on Zoom have a grateful gratitude Tuesday? Thank you. Hello, hello. Come on.
Lynn's looks like we're like going through a medical procedure.
I'm assuming she's doing horse stores.
In the ear.
Oh, horse stories.
I will throw one out there. I think Hannah's online, but it was so cool. I know Jordan heard it too. Yesterday, Hannah was sitting up front and a gal came in and said, "Can I put a gratitude on your door? This is so cool." So she grabbed a sticky note, just somebody from probably it's actually, we know she's an employee somewhere in the building. We just haven't figured out where yet. And she wrote a gratitude and stuck it on the door. And I was like, that just makes me happy. Like, I
Awesome.
love that. So that was really neat. It just was kind of a good, fun feeling.
Very cool. Anyone else? Someone online here on Zoom?
Quiet group. Guys, eat your Wheaties.
Come on. Okay.
All right, we're gonna move on. All right, we're going to, I know we might have a few in the house. Let me move that to that side for me. I'm not gonna touch it because we all know I'll mess something up. So I know we introduced them previously. This is your 2022 ALC leadership. We're kind of excited about this year because we're really taking a different turn with our ALC. This group has just literally just dove right in. I couldn't be more than just, there's my gratitude right there is for what they're doing, but they are going to be an ALC led by the ALC. They will not be led by leadership. They are running the ALC. We are there only to support them. They've already taken their last meeting and just ran with it while we were out of town. And so I'm so excited. I'm gonna let Elena jump in and talk a little bit. And then I know some of them are gonna be on just to quickly introduce themselves and really talk about how they're gonna pour into our agents. There she is.
Good morning. Morning. So we had our meeting, our first, like, everybody was able to be there except for we had a couple that had to come and go or were out of town, but they were there in spirit. We are your ALC. Those of you that are new to the office, we have tried to kind of make a point to reach out to you and just let you know that we're here. If you have questions, if you are confused on anything or just need direction or somebody to listen, you know, we're here for that too. But we do have a group of committees that we met and discussed, and several of us have kind of joined each one. A big one is one that's kicking off next month for Red Day, and that is our culture committee. And that's Karen Collins, Sandy Steiner, JB McGregor, and so much more. They're meeting this Friday, and then you'll hear from them next week a little bit more about how those of you that want to get involved with helping organize it, there'll be a place for you. Absolutely. So I'm just one of many. I just happened to be on and I typed the notes in the last meeting. So.
Yep. Is there anybody else on the ALC that would like to just quickly introduce yourself that is on this morning? All right, let's do the room next.
Hi, this is Gita Garza. I'm in the ALC for the second year, and I just want to let you know that we are working to make this year differently. So we want to everybody feel comfortable talking to us, even if we are not the most experienced agents in the market center, but we are willing to help. So any questions, let us know. We have different backgrounds, everyone. So any questions, please.
Awesome, thank you. Anyone else? All right, well, we are gonna make a point of at each team meeting, you will meet your ALC members, you will hear from them, they will share with you Like I said, they are going to take it and run with it this year. And they are the leaders. They are going to be the voice. They are going to be your go-tos. So this is a great group. I'm super excited about what they have to offer and what they're doing for the group.
I'm gonna try to move on my stuff. No, you're good.
All right, just a couple of quick little things I just want to touch on. We all see there's a calendar out there, but some of the bigger events or the things that we really want everybody to participate in. This Thursday, 11 a.m., join me. This is not going to be on Zoom, only because it's going to be a workshop. We're going to work one-on-one together. So you're going to have your laptops with you, and we are going to do a 36 touch. So if you do not have one, this will be your opportunity to create it. I know everyone kind of hems and haws like, oh, 36 touch, that's really hard. I thought it was too, and I've said this a few times until I took Todd's class twice, and I was like, oh, wow, he makes this really super simple. Like, this is not hard. So if you do not have a 36 touch, I'm hoping to see you in the Market Center on Thursday at 11 a.m. We'll do it as a lunch and learn workshop. Make sure you have your laptop with you, hence the word workshop. Don't forget, we'll be back for our book club. We didn't have it last week due to the Good Friday holiday, but 8:15 on Friday morning. Join us for the Shift Book Club with Matt Brown and Canada. And then, as they mentioned, Red Day coming up. Please save that date. These guys are really working hard to put together an event where we are all together. So we won't be separated in small groups. We will be a large group doing something fun together to give back. So we're super excited for that. And then I know you guys saw my thing on the spring clean event. So if you will hold tight, hopefully by the end of today, we'll have some date information and some opportunities of who will be joining us as far as like what clean events, as far as junk or shredding and so forth. And then that will come out and give you guys an opportunity, but I will ask people to commit really quick so that if we don't get a good turnout, then we can cancel it at that point. We just want to make sure we have a great turnout for that. And then pack your bags, guys. I was over yesterday to the new spot. All right, things can happen overnight. This is crazy. But for those of you again who haven't seen it, and I'll bring pictures next time, there's our new spot. So this is it.
Oh, you put the logo on.
Our logo. So for those of you that can't see it coming, there's the new spot right there. But even better, I walked inside. It has walls. It's being framed up. It looks so cool. Like, it was kind of a weird space before. And then Andy and I went over like a week or not even, what was it? Right before we went on, I was gonna say vacation, but it was really right before we went to Texas, and there was nothing. Like, it was just torn apart, like wide open. Yesterday I went in the morning. There's all the walls are framed up. I'll be honest, I got to say, can we just make my wall a little bigger? So I got to make my office about a foot bigger. So I was super excited. But it is so cool. It is going to be like, I saw the large area where we're going to put the workspace. I saw the garage doors that are going to be glass that are going to open to the outside patio. It's amazing. I'm so excited. So get ready, start thinking of what you're going to do. I know as a Market Center, we aren't bringing most of our furniture with us. We will be getting new furniture, but so for those of you that are looking at stuff for your office and so forth, just start getting ready, because as of right now, it is set for October 1st move-in. But with that said, if we can get somebody to lease this space sooner, Chad here, if you're on, work on that. It's actually going to be done. Oh, this is even better. I swear this is the best day in the world. It's going to be done on my birthday, actually, is the day that we're supposed to be able to do final walkthrough. So that's the beginning of August. Yes. And then I'll just sit without us unless we can rent it out. So get ready. Super excited. This spot is amazing. It is so great. And I'm thinking maybe we'll let them get a little bit further where it's not dangerous walking in. And then we can maybe even do a field trip one day and go over and look at it. Yes, Steve.
A great update. There may be people in the room that don't know exactly where it is, how close it is to where we're sitting.
Yes. So I won't tell you direction wise because we know I'm not, but if you're on, if you're going onto that
Down County Road C.
You're going to go that way. And this way.
Past Lunton Byerly.
That way?
Right? That's why, but you're gonna go down past Byerly's. That much I can tell you. You're gonna pass Byerly's, and then I think it's Sherwin-Williams.
Yeah, it's right on the
Right
crossroad of
before
Fairview and County Road C.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I've never seen the Walmart, so it can't be that.
Yeah, it's really close. But yeah, it's just down the road. So we'll just be a hop skip away. So it won't be too, and maybe this address will be easier for clients to find.
Oh, it will be. 'Cause our
Deliveries.
signage will face.
Yep.
And we're actually looking at doing, like in the picture, you'll see that there are kind of purple awnings, and yesterday I asked, I'm like, can we make that red? So actually, we might have that as a red awning, because it'd be
Perfect.
nice to be able to say to people, you know, you'll park in here, and then we're under the red awning. So
I
Beautiful.
like the flags.
that's our plan.
All right.
Oh, and there's my 36 touch workshop.
This Thursday, 11 to 1. All right, you guys. So we have a big event tomorrow, as I'm sure all of you have heard and are RSVP'd for. If you aren't, I'm going to be shooting out that link again, as well as the Market Center watch party invite. You don't have to RSVP. I just wanted to get some numbers. So right now, I think we have about 20 people that have RSVP'd. They'll be joining us in person. We also will be having breakfast in here. Mark from Movement is going to be providing that for tomorrow. So virtual attendees, I did send out the worksheet to all those that have RSVP'd via the Eventbrite as of yesterday. So I'm going to be sending that out to anyone who didn't get it yet again today. Make sure that you have this printed if you're joining virtually. If you're here in person, we'll have copies, but it's really imperative that you have that worksheet. Otherwise, the whole class is going to be kind of, okay, like I'll try and take notes, but it's just easier. Yeah, it's much easier to follow along. I talked with Tom yesterday. He is super excited. So again, that'll be here at 9:30 tomorrow. And breakfast will be here.
And
So-
thank you, Steve Highland and the Highland Group for
Yes.
getting this set up for us. This is sponsored by the Highland team. So we
And one
appreciate
other
it. Thank you
point that
so
may not
much.
be terribly obvious, invite your investor
Mhm.
friends.
Yep.
prospects.
Yeah.
Invite other agents, guys. I mean, we will find the room. We would love to have overflow and have to run into a different room. We can also send somebody. So if you say, you know, hey, Billy Bob from XYZ, would love us to send you the link, you know, just let Jordan know
Yeah.
and she can send that link out to them. And ideally, again, beforehand, so she can let them know to print the
worksheet.
sheet with it.
And Tom even said yesterday, if you guys have investor clients that you work with, he was excited about the idea that they could be on the call as well. So can kind of go out to anyone. Feel free to share it. And if you don't have the link, reach out to me and I will get it to you so you can share it to anyone. So
Before you switch screens real quick, one reminder that I wanted to put out, what is the date that free CE? in our
Oh, the free
office wants to
CE.
see?
Yes, May 13th. It is a Friday after Red Day. So Peter Jackson from Home Warranty of America, I believe, he will be here doing a 3-hour free CE class for you guys. So
Free
I'm,
CE people?
yeah, free CE. I'm gonna be sending out an
Okay.
RSVP link on 9:30, 9 to 12 or 9:30. I'm sorry, I can't remember off the top of my head.
We'll send
But,
it out,
yeah.
but just a reminder, there's some free CE coming up in the Market Center.
So definitely keep an eye out. I'm gonna send an RSVP just so that we know how many people will be here. But yeah, that'll be free to everyone. You can show up day of as well. So
Remember, whenever she asks for an RSVP, that probably means there's food.
exactly. If there's an RSVP, there's probably food.
We have one introduction that
Oh,
we'd like to do.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'll stand back here, so like the.
Those guys can see it too.
Very good. Okay, so Team Reina is always looking to grow and provide more value. So I'd like to introduce our newest teammate.
Woo.
Araceli McCoy, introduced to me by DJ, so thank you so much. He is working on helping us with some loan officer assistant items, but mainly looking to be sure that we can service more clients in multiple ways. So helping us with some Spanish translation and business development, lots of different things. Very talented. Did not know mortgage when she came to us and has passed all of our classes with flying colors.
Oh.
Yeah, so she will be here every now and then, maybe on Tuesdays, but if you would like to stop by and say hi, I would love for you to meet her as well.
Awesome. Welcome. All righty. All right, you guys. So this yummy breakfast was brought in by Kathy for us today. She is from America's Preferred Home Warranty. I'm going to try to get to her presentation. really
Don't
quick.
recognize her, just picture her with short hair. That's how I knew her forever.
That's what's on my phone. I got new pictures taken.
I love it.
Right. I'm
Thank
gonna
you.
escape here.
Thanks for putting the new one up there. That was really nice.
Yeah.
What's funny is when I saw that, Jordan, I was like,
Where'd you get that? That must be a really old picture.
I found it. I Googled your name and I found like that newer one. I was like, I think this is newer, so I'm gonna go for this one. All right, you guys, I'm getting the stuff shared up here, so
While she's getting
bear with
that
me,
ready, I'll
Zoomers.
Just introduce myself for those of you that don't know me. I've been in real estate for 25 years. I was a realtor for 10 years and a closer for 10 years, and then I've been with America's Preferred for the last 5 years. When I first started with our company, I'm kind of a geek when it comes to insurance, right? So I was always really excited to talk about title insurance. I really love talking about home warranties, to the point where I probably bore you to death. But what I noticed is that I talked a lot when I first started about features and benefits, Here's what you get with a home warranty. This is how a home warranty works. But there truly is a higher value to a home warranty than the features and benefits. It's definitely a risk management tool. But I compiled some data from the 2021 NAR Generational Buyer and Seller Trend Report. I never know for sure which order those words all go in, but I think I got it right. And found that it's a really helpful tool. It's really helpful information to share with all of you, that, you know, really helps us understand like what's truly going on in today's market. And so I want to help you identify common risks in today's market, and provide best practices to help you navigate and lower your potential for lawsuits, unhappy buyers and sellers, formal complaints. As a warranty company, we provide E&O coverage. If you're brought into an E&O claim and you've presented our warranty and you've gotten the signature of the buyer or seller, whoever you're representing, we will reimburse the market center 75% of that E&O deductible up to $3,750. So that's one way that a warranty is can generate revenue for your market center. My second, third, fourth, fifth, and now my fifth year, I've been with the company 5 years. I've really switched what I talk about to risk management and how it can protect you. So effective risk management includes shifting that risk, right? How many of you in today's market do not tell your buyer, don't get a home inspection? How many of you do that? How many of you tell a buyer or seller, don't get a home warranty? Right? We don't ever want to tell them what to do. Yep. You want to shift that risk. How many of you say, since you're not getting a home inspection, let's put a home warranty on the property? I see one hand, two hands, couple. Cool, cool. I like that. It's only like the last quarter of last year that more agents started doing that. You know, there's ripples in the water with everything that happens in the market. But Pearl and our E&O carrier, AXA XL, strongly recommend the use of home warranties and home inspections. What we've noticed is a rise in E&O claims. We see that because we have that E&O coverage. 3/4 of those complaints have something to do with the condition of a purchased property. I've been looking for a house myself, my husband and I. We wrote our first offer in September of last year. We didn't get it. We offered 50,000 over asking, even though we said we wouldn't do that. It sold for 63,000 over asking. So we didn't get it, needless to say. And then, you know, the houses that we've looked at after that, the windows are rotted. One house was a pot house. It smelled like skunk. They were asking $419 for that property. It actually sold for $389, a 1980s split entry in Apple Valley. I know. I was like, I wouldn't pay $250 for it, you know? I would have to gut it, you know, and if we thought if we had a chance at $250, we probably would have done it, because we loved the neighborhood, price or location, condition, and price are the three things that sell a house. But it's been crazy. We've been experiencing the multiple offers, the over list price offers, the waivers of any additional costs or contingencies like home warranties and home inspections. And we can expect to see this increase over the next 2 years. We've already seen an increase in 2022. I did this in 2021. And the first quarter 2022 over first quarter last year, we have a 100% increase in E&O claims over 2021 first quarter. Just check my notes here. And so I just say it's really important for you to continue to recommend the protection provided by a home warranty. It might just take care of property conditions and issues, and it may help prevent claims down the road. Always, always, always offer a home warranty. I've had 2 brokers tell me, one where the buyer accepted the warranty and actually had claims filed 2 years after closing. They sued the broker. They were not successful because they did have a home warranty. So the judge ruled in favor of the brokerage. The brokerage did everything they could to help that buyer satisfy themselves as to the condition of the property. Another one where this was just last year, the buyer waived the home warranty and they got their signature on our warranty application. And I just want to visit that a little bit. I've got materials over here. We have a new construction warranty, single family homes, condos, townhouses, Spanish translated warranties, a whole Spanish department. But the waiver on our application says applicant has reviewed the warranty agreement and hereby declines coverage, agreeing to hold the real estate broker and agent harmless in the event of a significant mechanical failure. So how many of you have had a significant commissionectomy? When I first started in real estate in 2003, I was a realtor from 2003 to 2013. When I first started, I was a closer first. So when I first started, I read a contract from cover to cover. And like every good closer, I boiled it down to one sentence. Here was my understanding of a home warranty. If something breaks, it'll be repaired or replaced. That was my one sentence. Do you want it or don't you? I had a huge commissionectomy. I paid for a furnace because I said that. The furnace wasn't covered. It broke down a couple weeks after closing and the claim was denied by the warranty company. And the buyer called me because it didn't go the way they intended, the way they thought it would, the way I explained it. And I'm a person of my word. And there's another slide I'm going to talk about towards the end about reputation. My reputation is very important to me, and that's why I paid for that furnace. It's funny, it was a $60,000 condo, and she just came back and Mike is selling it, I think for about 150. So that's how much it's appreciated since I did that sale. But don't pay for a furnace. Get this sign. There's that one person that wants to nickel and dime you to death. And if you get that signature on that waiver and you're just done with that person, I'm not saying, you know, that that's what you do, because we all, you know, want to maintain our reputation. I have another story where an agent that uses our home warranty and has it on every single transaction of his, 37 before, every single one of them have a home warranty on their property. He did not pay for a single one. The 38th one he paid for. A few weeks after closing, we paid out $4,000 in HVAC repairs. The agent paid for that warranty. The buyer didn't want it. The buyer didn't have any cash. They couldn't pay for a home warranty. So the agent did it because he felt so strongly that he needed it. And we paid out $4,000 in HVAC repairs. So think of how that buyer is talking about that agent and what that does. I mean, he's already a top producer, but that's how he got to be a top producer, by doing the right thing for his client. And so here's some of the statistics out there. 45% of buyers paid full or above asking price, with an average of 99% of list price. Now, depending on what area I'm in, I was in Mankato. You know, their numbers are a little bit different. This is national numbers from the National Association of Realtors off that 2021 Buyer and Seller Generational Trends Report. All those words, it's a mouthful. Is that what you're seeing in your market, would you say? Does that seem high, low?
That might be a little light.
Especially 2022
Yeah.
kicking off. Yeah, and that's kind of my experience too, when I think about it. So we decided about 2 months ago, even though we say we're done looking, I keep looking. But 2 months ago, we were gonna go through 2 open houses in Egan. And one of them had 49 offers and the other one had 36 offers. So I should go back and see what they sold for. It's kind of fun to do that. 62% of all her homes purchased were at least 20 years old, which really stinks in Egan. Everything is a 1980s split entry. 43% of buyers have remorse because they compromised on price or condition. And why? Why did they compromise on price or condition? And why do they have regrets? What do you guys think about that?
That's the market that we're in. You can try, but odds are you're gonna have to push your, you have to go do something you're really aggressive to get a house right now. It's just the reality of the market.
Desperation. It's a frantic market, for sure. 45% of buyers financed at least 90% of the home purchase. 50% of all homes sold within 2 weeks, probably 24 hours in your market. 60, I've even seen coming soon, sold the day it hits the market, sight unseen, right? 66% of Americans who bought homes recently have regrets. So regrets because of rushed decisions due to a frantic market and offers not being accepted. These are my experiences. Sacrificing big just to snap something up, writing over 50,000, writing 50,000 over asking, having to compete with a win at all cost mentality. That's where I went. I was frantic. I wanted that house. That's the house I still want. There hasn't been one that compares to it, although we have written 2 more offers. And then stretching beyond their budget breaking point. Are you guys seeing that? I mean, like I said, that one agent, his buyer didn't have money to pay for a home warranty. So it's crazy. 75% said they would do anything to get the home, including waiving the inspection or purchasing a home warranty. 7 out of 10 will have a major system failure in their first year. And usually it's within the first 90 days. You move in January, you got the door open, the furnace is running nonstop, it breaks. You're shampooing your carpets, you're using the hot water nonstop, the hot water heater breaks down. People use systems differently. Ma and pa are moving out of their 25-year home where they raise their kids, or 50-year home. And now you've got 3 kids in the house and you're doing 20 loads of laundry, the washer breaks, the dryer breaks. Systems get used differently. So what have you seen with sellers? Anybody want to tell me anything about the emotion of sellers? Say that again. Cocky? Happy.
They get greedy.
Yes. That's what I've been hearing from a lot of agents, but also that they're happy. But I had an agent call me. It was the buyer's final walkthrough. They turned on the faucets for the bathtub and the water was spraying out of the faucets instead of the spigot. So they called the sellers. The sellers didn't have a home warranty on the property. And the seller said, too bad, so sad. We're not going to do anything. And that wasn't like the first time they said too bad, so sad. That was kind of how the entire transaction went. So we helped them out with that situation, even though it would have been considered a pre-existing condition because they hadn't actually closed on the property yet. It was still the seller's property and they did not have a warranty on it. So 7 out of 10 transactions are closing with zero incentive being provided by the seller. They're accepting clean deals. I saw something on a Facebook post the other day where the list price was 150,000. There were multiple offers. They said highest and best by a certain day. And the next day, the agent sent out an email and said, the list price is now 200,000. Come back with your best offer. I'm like, can you do that?
The seller directs them to.
Right? So sellers, I don't know. Eventually, I think those things catch up with you.
Yep.
8 out of 10 homes, 83% are closing without a home warranty right now. And we're seeing lawsuits on the rise across the country. We're a national warranty company. Everywhere is bringing on E&O complaints. Are you guys seeing that?
Complaints.
What I've heard from brokers, team leaders, is that oftentimes they take care of it and nobody ever knows. Is Carrie in here? No. I was curious, maybe, or Andy left too. Okay.
Well, I think we're gonna see that rise even more if prices adjust a little in the next couple of years. That we were talking about.
With a leveling of the prices?
Leveling, or even if there was a slight dip, people are gonna freak.
Oh, yeah. Yep. They're gonna think it's back to 2007, 8,
Yep.
9, which I survived, by the way. Like I said before, frantic buyers are doing everything they can to secure the property and dealing with issues afterward. And sellers think their liability ends at closing with as-is transactions. As-is really does protect the seller, but that doesn't mean the buyer can't sue them.
Right.
You know, and whenever there's a lawsuit, money and time is involved. So even if they're selling it as is, you know, with the way the market is right now, there's a large chance that those claims are going to keep going up and up. So I kind of talked about reputation already, but from that generational trend report, 90% of buyers and sellers surveyed would recommend their agent to others as well as work with them again. There was a time when they didn't even remember their agent's name when they did this survey. Does anybody remember that? So I loved that statistic and wanted to include it because it really says a lot about where our industry has gone. Like there's so much more professionalism. You're not considered car salespeople anymore. You know, and 54% stated the most important factor was the reputation of the agent in the market and their experience, honesty, and integrity. So I just think about, you know, that buyer that I sold a house to back in 2005 came back to me because I did the right thing, right? So, and that's what you're looking for, referrals. And by being honest and providing good service, all of those things are really gonna help you out. The next 2 years, what do you guys think? Has anybody seen issues with appraisals yet? I've had a couple people tell me they're starting to get,
Pretty random.
yeah, seeing issues with appraisals.
What kind of issues?
Like not appraising.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
I feel like the appraisers understand what the market is like right now, so they're kind of switching up their tactics as well.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, like when the market started crashing, there's like a ripple effect in the water, like, so appraisers really weren't keeping up until, you know, it got to be really bad, then every appraisal, it's kind of, you know, a domino effect. What are you guys seeing as far as your buyers and sellers, and what do you think the next 2 years are gonna look like? Have you seen any reports on anything?
I think we still fundamentally have a shortage or lack of units across the market as a whole. If you go back to like 2000, you know, post crash, we were building so few single family homes, especially that just normally would otherwise exist and be in the inventory that just don't exist. And it's gonna take us quite a while to get that number back up to start putting a big dent in that hole. So I think until we get that, I don't want us to get it all the way filled, but until we start making progress on that, we're still gonna see there just isn't enough single family home inventory. And then when you start looking at places that are pretty built out, Minneapolis, St. Paul, surround, you know, inner suburbs, there just isn't that many vacant lots to be built on either. So we're dealing with some big inventory issues here that don't have short-term solutions.
Right. Yeah, I think January was like 25% down in, was that closed units or listings? I can't remember. One or the other. Same with February. What about the interest rates? Anybody want to comment on that? Are you seeing buyers back out because the interest rate
Yes.
went so high?
I think we'll continue to see that
Mhm.
until they adjust their mindset.
Mhm.
Once they acclimate, they'll be better.
Yeah.
There's a few that maybe are just on the edge of what they can be approved for and are either just, you know, backing off or settling for less than what they, you know, had originally
Sure.
started out.
Yeah, yeah, that's a really good point. Can you say it louder so everybody else can hear?
Well, I think, you know, there's, the interest rate will, they're pushing a few people who are right on the edge of being able to buy, you know, particularly maybe first-time home buyers. And it could make their decisions differently, but it can also, I feel, is making some people settle for less than what they had originally anticipated. Their budget goes from, you know, 380 and they have to, you know, size down as to what they can, what they can afford.
Yeah.
Which will affect pricing.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So everything's interconnected.
When rates are
Canada.
so low, everybody's complaining about the home prices. So what balances that is a
Right.
little rise in rate, right? That's how
Yeah.
that works.
Yep, hopefully there's a
So-
leveling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we'll see the folks that have committed in the last 18, 24 months hold on to their houses longer than normal.
I've heard that too.
With 3%, what are they gonna do?
Mhm.
Even if they need to move, if they
Mhm.
need more space, are they gonna keep it and rent out? Because 3%, that numbers are gonna work there most likely. You're gonna have a lot of equity. Or are you just gonna move on, right? And go to a 5 or a 6.
Right. Yeah, like I said, we said we were gonna quit looking. And so what we did is in May of 2020, we sold the single family house that we lived in and raised the kids in for we were there for 22 years. And then we bought a townhouse and we fixed it up. And then we're gonna rent it out and buy our next house. But I don't think I ever want to live in a townhouse again. Not that we just have bad neighbors, so so you're kind of luck of the draw there. So that wasn't too fun for us. Let's see. So 68% of all new buyers having a major system failure, 7 out of 10 having that failure, and more than 8 out of 10 closing without a warranty. I haven't done this yet, but that feels so accusatory. What does this mean for your reputation? So I need to change that verbiage there. And what does that mean for your prospects for repeat and referral business? Just think about that top producer I talked about earlier. You know, I say offer it every single time, get a signature whether they want it or not. If you get sued, let us know. We're gonna reimburse the Market Center 75% of the E&O deductible up to $3,750 if you're brought into a lawsuit. And so, did I already pass? Oh, this is for you guys, yeah. Sorry. And so reducing your risk, in our experience, brokers and agents who always ensure that a transaction closes with a home warranty are 8 times less likely to be named in a lawsuit. And remember, those system failures are within the first 90 days. We're the buffer between all parties in the transaction. So questions about home warranties. So, because when I get to this part, I like to talk, when I say we are the buffer between all parties in the transaction, I usually hear from somebody that says, I used a home warranty, they didn't cover it. So does anybody want to take a shot? When I started by saying how I used to explain home warranties. And what I realized, I reached out, tried to get more information on home warranties. There wasn't anybody to educate me. So my goal in this position has been to educate agents so they understand a home warranty. They represent it accurately, so you're not getting into that commissionectomy. And so what I did is I took and compared all home warranties, and I found everything that is the same, that we all basically cover the same things. With some minor differences, like the base plan is always your peach: plumbing, electrical, appliances, cooling, and heating. That's the base plan of every warranty out there. And then we have well and septic included in our base plan, whereas it's options with other warranty companies. But a home warranty is a contract for coverage against the breakdown of specific items due to normal wear and tear. That's what all warranty companies cover, normal wear and tear. And that's the piece that was missing for me, you know, because I would look at what's covered. The furnace is covered. You know, why is this claim getting denied? It wasn't normal wear and tear. The seller hadn't changed out the furnace filters. The buyer was a brand new buyer. The furnace filter was plugged, it burned out the blower motor. They don't have the replacement. It was a really old furnace. They needed a new furnace. So that was negligence. No warranty company covers negligence. Normal wear and tear is what's covered. It's not intended to shift responsibility for minor repairs or normal maintenance. I used to hear agents say that when they find things wrong on the home inspection report, well, let's get a home warranty. That'll take care of it. That's not true of any warranty company. Everything must be fully operational and in working order at the start of the contract. A deductible is required for each covered repair. Not everything is covered, and the entire cost might not be covered. No warranty company removes asbestos, you know, secondary or consequential damage when the contractor is repairing things, you know, things like that. So, so I wanted to share that with you. Any other comments or questions about home warranties?
I do have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay, so if a buyer doesn't have an inspection, and then you said that you recommend them to get a home warranty, but then later they wanna put a claim, are you guys gonna need the inspection report?
We do not need an inspection in order for the warranty to be valid. So,
Is there a waiting period?
no. So let me back up a little bit. So I said everything must be fully operational and in working order at the start of the contract. So this is really a question about pre-existing conditions, right? So how do we determine pre-existing conditions? Everything must be fully operational and in working order at the start of the contract. It can be either a visual inspection or a professional inspection. A professional inspection is still visual, right? So if it's not something that can be picked up visually, a simple test would be required. So I've got some really interesting stories around that. I'll try to come up with the best one. Oh, okay. So this homeowner bought a home. The home didn't come with a dryer. It was a gas dryer. They closed, they bought a dryer, they installed the dryer, and they found out the gas line to the dryer was cracked. So they called to file a claim. There was no proof that that line wasn't cracked before closing. You can't see a crack visually, and you would need to do a simple test on that. So whether they had a professional inspection or not, it never would have been picked up. But home warranties, the service department that handles the claims, is black and white. Was this the first time you used it? And do you have an inspection that shows it was in working order? It was the first time they used it. They may have had an inspection, but what inspector is going to say, you know, they're not going to see it either. A professional inspector is typically a visual inspection. So then you call me and I'm going to help you with it, because to me, it makes sense to cover that. Nobody was going to catch it, right? So, that's how you determine, how we determine pre-existing, and that's every warranty out there. Any questions on that? I kind of saw some eyebrow raises or some inquisitive looks. Did that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, perfect. Anybody else? I'm not sure of the time, but I'm probably sure that I used 30 minutes already.
Yeah, about 6 minutes.
Okay, cool. I'm going to read a paragraph then from this warranty contract that is in every warranty contract out there. Company is not responsible for repairs or replacements required as a result of missing parts, fire, war, flood, smoke, water damage, lightning, freeze up. No warranty company covers frozen pipes. Earthquake, theft, storms, accidents, nuclear explosions, reaction, radiation, or radioactive contamination. That's in every warranty contract out there. Insurrection, extreme or unusual climate conditions. That tells me, just like the purchase agreement, the only reason a home warranty is in the purchase agreement is because somebody got sued for not offering one, right? And that's why you want to get a signature on a warranty contract, so you have proof that you actually offered one to them, not just signing that line item on your purchase agreement, actually presenting a home warranty. So it tells me that somewhere along the line there was radioactive contamination, right? Rust out, corrosion, riots, and vandalism. I have gotten calls on that these last couple of years. Code violations, although we do have a provision for code violations. Improper installation, acts of God, pest damage or misuse. I always talk about the dog peeing on the central air and ruining the condenser fins. That's not going to be covered by any warranty company. That's not normal wear and tear, right? Structural changes, water failure and or electrical surges, soil movement or mud, failure to clean or maintain as instructed by equipment manufacturer, changing out those furnace filters. Nor is the company responsible for repairs of any cosmetic defects or cost of cleaning of equipment or parts. So that's the paragraph where I get the most calls. Like when those things get denied, people call me. And so I've just made it a point of pointing that out when I share our home warranty with people. Any other questions for me? I so appreciate you allowing me. Yes, Martha.
What about if mice eat the cables?
Yep,
Do
that's
you guys
pest,
cover that?
that's
Okay.
pest damage. So no coverage for that. Yep. Anybody else?
How
There's-
much is the service?
How much?
Yeah.
So our base plans for single family homes start at $425 for 1 year. And with a $100 deductible, $460 with a $50 deductible. We have a 2-year plan at $799 with a $100 deductible. Our premier plan is $685. That kind of covers all the bells and whistles. And we have lots of options. You can build a plan however you want. So we cover in-ground sprinkler systems, additional refrigerators, wine cooler, freezer in the garage, in the basement. I gotta read it. Too much information in my brain. Options. Oh, the clothes washer and dryer, permanently installed gas fireplaces, in-ground pools and spas, jetted bathtubs, termite control for our southern states, the water softener. Some warranties don't have water softener coverage, so we do. With the plumbing, the sewer lines, we cover within the main perimeter of the home. We don't cover the line out to the street. I'm not familiar with any warranties in our area that do. Does anybody know of a warranty that does? Most people put it on their insurance, their homeowner's insurance or hazard insurance. Any other questions? Steve?
Yeah, can you just talk briefly about what kind of latitude is the homeowner who's experiencing a problem to have their own work person come out and fix it?
Oh, yeah, thank you. Our biggest differential, the most important thing. Well, to me, the most important thing is our service. We're 24/7, 365 person to person, and we answer the phone, if not immediately, within 45 seconds, which is a big deal. But we allow the homeowner to choose their own licensed contractor, which is different than any other warranty company out there. There are a couple that say they do, but they give you a list to choose from. If it's a family member or friend, they can use them with our warranty. They just have to be licensed. And so the claims process is the same as every other warranty company out there. They do have to call us first. We give them a claim number and instruct them to call the contractor of their choice. If they don't know somebody, we can give them the name of some people that they can call. But the homeowner is hiring the contractor, not us. The contractor's not working for us. They're working for the homeowner. People get confused with that because the homeowner will call and say, I have a home warranty. And they say, we don't work with warranty companies. We're just the money behind the repair. So they're not working with us at all. Gigi.
When they call, you have a multiple service languages.
Yes, yep, we can translate almost any language out there, 24/7, 365. We are working on expanding our, because the Hispanic population will be the #1 home buyer in the years to come. We're gonna have a website that's translated into Spanish. All of our materials are Spanish translated, and we have that 24/7 translation as well. So I put examples of our warranties out there. We have a new construction warranty. We are a platinum partner with Keller Williams International, so all of our materials are co-branded. We have a condo townhouse warranty, and then I put the Spanish translated warranties up there too. I left some business cards. If you have any questions, want to get together for a one-on-one. I love having coffee and hearing about what you're seeing out there. That it makes it that much easier to present this information. I get a lot of good information from you guys and I like to share it. So keep me in mind. And we have an online agent portal. All of our marketing materials are free. The online agent portal allows you to order those materials free, no charge for shipping, send it to your house. You can order your warranties, you can edit your warranties. You can send invoices, contracts, all kinds of stuff through our online agent portal. And we have an app for your phone too, for those of you that love apps.
Could you please share your information?
Yes.
Yes, I can share it too with
Okay,
everyone.
I was
Thank
gonna
you.
put it in the chat. All right, awesome. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Well, thank you, Kathy, so much. Janet, I'm gonna post it out on the Facebook page today. So I'll just post a little recap and then I'll have Kathy's info on there, but I'll just get that
Thank
out after
you.
the meeting. Of
Thank you.
course. Actually, here, I can pull it up really quick if you're still on.
Oh, got it.
You see it?
Yes, thanks.
perfect. Of course.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kathy. Thank you guys for joining today. And if you haven't eaten, get some of the yummy, yummy cinnamon roll French toast because it's homemade. We love homemade breakfast. She's not taking it home, so we got to eat it. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry for laughing.